because of his work ethic, because he'll put his foot in. And today was another example of that after Liverpool. So 2 really good games. Of course there'll be challenges along the way, but I'm very, very happy with him. You know, I trust him as a young boy. 18 means nothing to me. The age is nothing when you play with the personality that he plays.
Billy, here you are again. Another good performance. Did Sky give you man of the match again?
Yep.
Did they? What are you going to do with all the booze? Do they do? Oh, they don't do booze anymore. What do they do? What was it you got? Is it a medal?
No, it was like a little
trophy.
Yeah, it's like a trophy.
Okay.
Yeah, a trophy.
You enjoyed that then?
Yeah, it was good.
Good game, wasn't it?
It was really good.
We were just talking about the second goal, the Pedro goal. You into Giroud, into Ross, straight into Pedro. Lovely clicky football today. It must have felt nice playing. Yeah,
it was really good playing. So it was the amount of times that we were playing forward and getting between the lines and playing wide, making the box. That happened a lot today. And today we took our chances. 4-0, great result and 3 points.
That was just his general play, the way the game started. I thought he just was like a world-class player. That's what he looked like straight away, and I thought he was one of their experienced lads, and I just thought, listen. And then I just kept a close eye on him for the rest of the game, and everything he'd done throughout the game, it just had quality written all over it. And obviously it looks a small kid, but a big composure about him. And I'm looking forward to seeing him again today.
So, early part of the game, you were sitting slightly deeper and playing those passes and breaking the lines. The second part of the game, towards the end, you're breaking in and break. But you set one up for Tino there, and literally, he's like, you must have thought, pull the trigger.
When I seen Tino, it's like, do I shoot or do I pass it? And I says, nah, he's going to score. Yeah. Playing with Tino, you know Tino doesn't miss, and I don't know what happened.
I don't know, you probably don't know this because it's our job to keep tally of these things, but Frank has given 8 debuts this season, including, I mean, obviously Tino got a little go against Grimsby as well. 8 plus Tammy and Fikayo Tomori, who played once under Gus Hiddink a couple of years ago when you were however old you were, ridiculously. I mean, that's ridiculous amount of academy players in a team that is 4th and still 4th. You know, this isn't a team that are 16th or in the Championship or League 2 or something. It's amazing how many of you are coming through.
Yeah, I know. Well, I talk about trust all the time with the gaffer, but that just shows how much trust he has in the youth players when they come down to train, and you can take your opportunities. And we've seen today when they came on, they done well. When Mundo was running the channels, winning free kicks, and Tino nearly had a goal and was doing well, getting 1v1s. But no, it was overall a great performance and a good day for Chelsea.
He was a young player that burst onto the scene. So too with these two. Billy Gilmour didn't look phased, did he?
No, fantastic. Dictating the play. Decision making, and then you see him at the end, you know, he's just demanding the ball off more experienced players, and it was great to see when you see a young player like that make his debut in the Premier League. Obviously his confidence will be high from midweek where he played so well, but no, he's definitely one to keep an eye.
Nice competition within the squad, and we've got a good group now that have gone through some tough times in the last run of games, and sometimes that brings you together, and sometimes we've had a few harsh meetings lately, and I think the harsh meetings have made them focus. I think it's been a good thing. The thing I loved about Billy today was he played at the base. He was fantastic. The minute we changed and brought Reece on and pushed him up the pitch, he took that on board instantly. All of a sudden he's arriving in the box, he's in high positions, his game intelligence is great, so really pleased. He comes in and he's obviously given me a load to think about in a really positive way. And
I mean, what a performance.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to... It's easy to assess it as, oh, Billy, a kid. Let's talk about his performance. You just assess him as a top performance today. You know, if a world-class midfield player plays like that, you go, yeah, you understand it. Puts his foot in, always available, wants to make angles, plays the right pass, travels through midfield at the right time. He's quite slight in his stature, Billy, and people go, oh, he looks like a boy. He's huge in his personality. He's huge in his personality and his talent. I'm delighted for him. Really, feet are on the ground as well, really down to earth. I was there the day he signed with his family a few years ago. I've seen him develop. He's got work to do, he knows that though, but that performance was great.
There's lots impressed me about him tonight, in terms of the way he protected the back four, in terms of the way he crunched into tackles. But when I watch Chelsea a little bit with Jorginho in there, yes, he's neat and he's tidy and he plays these little 5 and 10 yard passes to the left, to the right. Billy tonight actually went forward. His first thought was, when he won that ball, can he drive forward or can he pass it forward? And for a forward, and that's, I think, one of the reasons why Chelsea look better going forward tonight, because of him, when that first thought was, can you go instead of left or right?
Anyway, no, but it's there to see. We had them at the start of the season, and we had them now in this period. And when you're talking about N'Golo Kante, you're talking about the best midfielder in the world, there or thereabouts. Everyone knows that. Ruben Loftus-Cheek hasn't kicked a ball. Played last night. Felt okay, but he knows he's not match fit there. So we'll have to work around it. But when you see the performance of Ross Barkley tonight, of Mason Mount tonight, we'll have enough options. What's more important is not what 11 I put out against Everton. It's that they bottle that spirit and show the same work ethic to try and get the right result. Injuries in our team which give opportunities. So we don't want to moan. We want to actually make the best of it. And when people like Billy played how he played, and Ross and Mason, who was an offensive-looking midfield, but the work rate they put in the game, and the collective of the team, everything off the ball and on the ball. It reminded me of some performances this year that we've lost at home in the first half. Lots of good play, chances, and we haven't taken them. But we can reflect on this one and say we did, and it was really comfortable.
When you lose for 3 or 4 months, your goalkeeper, your 2 strikers, your 2 top scorers, and a midfield player like Sissoko, I don't even speak because we have other options. But every team in the world is not just Tottenham, it's every team in the world.
You look at what they've got missing, it's pretty crazy. Kante and so on.
Do you think when Frank's saying we're not going to moan about the injuries with a little bit of dig at 1 or 2 other managers? He has got a point with the players that are out injured. I mean, you look at Pulisic and Abraham, Loftus-Cheek,
Hudson-Odoi.
I mean, there's so many players out injured. Yes, and that's the good thing, is that he's not scared to put them in, and so they shouldn't be when they're given performances like that. Mason Mount was fantastic today.
But as
you know, this is not. I don't think it's Tottenham. I think every club in the world, every team in the world, even the teams that have crazy squads, lose your 2 top scorers. You know, the new champion, Liverpool. Imagine Liverpool 4 months without Salah and Mane. And we are speaking about the best team in the country in this moment. It's as simple as that, but I'm being repetitive all the time.